Hello everyone and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Savannah Chrisley heartbroken. He just needs to have my funeral. Former Chrisley Knows Best star Savannah Chrisley is sharing her heartbreak, noting the person who hurt her just needs to have my funeral. So who did this to Savannah, and how will she recover from everything? Keep reading for more details. Savannah Chrisley heartbroken. It should be an incredible time in Savannah Chrisley's life. As she and her family finished filming a new reality series, her parents were pardoned by President Trump. Todd and Julie Chrisley were released within a day of their pardon. The cameras went back up and captured everything going down, including the reunion between the spouses. Along with her parents' pardon and the new series, everyone seems to want Savannah to run for office. Yet, she also has a brand she has been focused on and speaking engagements, so her life is better than ever. Unfortunately, not all that glitters is gold, and Savannah just faced immense heartbreak. She detailed what happened on her Unlocked podcast, and it is really devastating. It seems that after her parents were released, she and her ex, Robert Shiver, reunited. They had been together for 2 years before initially splitting, but gave it another go. Savannah explained that they had a great time as they are best friends. It even appeared that they were back together as a couple, and then Robert ghosted Savannah. After 24 hours, he never contacted her, and that was when it hit her that it was over. This seemingly had never happened to Savannah Chrisley in her dating life, but she also refused to say anything negative about her ex. She reiterated that he is a good man, therefore, she will not speak ill of him or his actions. However, she did admit to blocking him when realizing she deserved far better than what Robert was giving her. Savannah added that she is dead to him and he just needs to have my funeral after this latest turn of events. End of an era. When Savannah Chrisley and Robert Shiver were first together, they made a lot of plans. The couple wanted to have children, but he just needed to finalize his divorce. That was no easy feat, but Savannah stuck by him as they really seemed to be in love. He did get to be with Todd and Julie when they were released, so that made everything sting even more. Yet, Savannah knows that she has not been respected for a very long time, and that was going to change. After followers learned that Savannah had reunited with Robert, what did they have to say? They felt she needed to move on and away from him for good. They also did not care for her being kind when it came to how she spoke about him. He did not deserve any pleasantries after he ghosted her like that. Savannah Chrisley has never been one to shy away from the truth. Known for her strong will, unfiltered honesty, and fierce loyalty to her family, she's always carried her burdens with grace, even when they felt too heavy for one person to bear. But lately, the usually composed Chrisley Knows Best star has been cracking under the emotional weight of something she never expected: betrayal from someone she once trusted deeply. In a raw and emotional moment shared with fans during a recent podcast episode of Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, the reality star didn't hold back. Her voice trembled, not from fear, but from pain as she said, "He just needs to have a heart." Though Savannah didn't name names initially, the context quickly painted the picture. She was talking about someone she had tried to support, someone she believed in, and now, it seemed, that very person had turned their back on her when she needed them most. A painful twist in the journey. This latest heartbreak comes at a time when Savannah is already fighting battles on multiple fronts. With both of her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, still serving lengthy prison sentences for federal tax and fraud charges, she's taken on the role of legal guardian for her younger brother Grayson and niece Chloe. That responsibility, while filled with love, hasn't been easy. It's like I have to be a mom, a dad, a big sister, and somehow still be Savannah, she said through tears. I didn't ask for this, but I stepped up, and the least I expected from certain people was some decency, some compassion. Fans quickly started speculating about the identity of the man behind her heartbreak. Was it an ex-boyfriend? A family member? A former friend? The answer came just moments later in her that shattered her. Savannah revealed that the emotional turmoil came from a man she had been seeing, someone she thought might be the one. After months of cautious hope, late-night talks, and promises exchanged in whispers, Savannah believed she'd found a partner who understood the storm she was living through. "He said all the right things," she explained. "He told me he admired my strength, that he respected how I'd stepped in for Chloe and Grayson, that he wanted to be there for us, and I believed him. But actions spoke louder than words. When things got tough, when Savannah needed understanding, patience, and emotional maturity, he withdrew. The once daily check-ins stopped. The supportive texts turned into cold silence. He began distancing himself, emotionally and physically. I get it," she said. "My life isn't easy. It's chaotic, it's public, and I come with baggage. But if you can't handle that, then don't pretend like you can." Savannah's heartbreak was intensified by the way things ended. Not with a heartfelt conversation, not even with an argument, but with avoidance. "He ghosted me," she said bluntly, "and it's not just about disappearing, it's about what that says. That I'm not even worth a goodbye. That Chloe, who looked up to him, wasn't worth an explanation." A plea for compassion. The most painful part, according to Savannah, wasn't the loss of the relationship, it was the lack of empathy. "I've been through enough," she said. "What I needed was someone who saw beyond the headlines, beyond the chaos. Someone who had the heart to just care." The podcast episode sparked a wave of support from her fan base, many of whom praised her vulnerability. Messages poured in, encouraging her to keep going and reminding her of her strength. But Savannah wasn't seeking sympathy. "I don't want to be seen as this broken girl. I'm not. I'm a woman rebuilding her life brick by brick, for herself and for her family. But damn, sometimes I wish people had a little more heart." Finding strength in the shattered pieces. Despite the heartbreak, Savannah is determined not to let this setback define her. She's throwing herself into her work, her podcast, her beauty line, and her advocacy for prison reform. But most of all, she's prioritizing the two kids who need her more than ever. "Grayson and Chloe are my world," she said. "They've been through more than any child should, and they deserve a stable, loving environment. That's what I'm focused on now. And as for love, I still believe in it," Savannah admitted. "But I also believe in protecting my peace. The next man who wants to be a part of my life better be ready to show up, not just with promises, but with a heart." Moving forward, Savannah's story is a reminder that even strong women fall and rise again. Her heartbreak may have shaken her, but it didn't destroy her. "There's beauty in pain," she concluded, "because it teaches you what matters. It strips away the noise and shows you who's real. And if I have to go through heartbreak to find the right kind of love, for me, for my family, then so be it." She ended the podcast with a simple but powerful message. To the person who couldn't show up when it mattered, you didn't just lose me. You lost the chance to be a part of something truly good. I hope one day you find your heart.